Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman, and you're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 78. And today we're going to be breaking down none other the Book of Boba Fett trailer. Yo, this was lit. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about it and break down this trailer for you. But before we get into that, pretty busy weekend for the whole family here. And so one of the things that we've been working with Trent is just trying to get his schoolwork done and all that kind of fun stuff. And so my buddy Bobby put it up to him as like, hey man, you focus on school and we'll get some VR in because he really is enjoying his VR. And so my buddy Bobby's got an Oculus, and so when we did the vow renewal in September, he put down the ultimatum, like, hey, bro, you got to stay in school, do your thing, and we'll make it happen. So Friday, we went downtown. Trent and I got to hang out with Bobby and his son Jackson, and did some VR. There's this really cool game called Acorn, and essentially the VR person is the tree, and the squirrels, you can do it on your mobile device. You get to control the squirrels, and the squirrel's got to take the acorns. And so it's just a fun little game, but it's really cool in a VR space, and doing the mobile and kind of mixing the two mediums together. It's a lot of fun. And so we had a great time doing that on Friday. And then Saturday, Trent and I did a troop at the Lamont High School, and it's for STEM Day, which is for students that are studying science. So we got to hang out with the 501st from the Midwest Garrison. I got to suit up. Trent as a Jawa, me as my stormtrooper. I got to interact with a lot of cool kids, and it was fun. Just hanging out on a fall day right before Halloween. The weather held up, and they had a really good turnout. Any excuse to dress up is really fun. And so that was really a fun time. We got to interact with a lot of people, and yeah, it was just great. And Trent went around and he learned about different science things, and they had like a little raffle there. So he put his entry in for a Nintendo Switch. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, we had a great time there. And then Halloween, we got all dressed up, and here in Illinois, it actually held up. I remember, I think it was 2019. 2019 is kind of etched in my brain, but basically it snowed. It was like Snowmageddon on October 31st, and it was like probably one of the worst Halloweens I've ever experienced. I think we went to 5 houses. It was like, yeah, this is crazy. But the weather held up, and Ellie was Wednesday from the Addams Family. Jen was a Scarecrow. Trent was Logan, Wolverine, and I was your friendly neighborhood stormtrooper. And so we had a bunch of my family over, my two sisters, and all the cousins and all that stuff. And it was a lot of fun to just kind of hang out and, yeah, just celebrate Halloween. Unfortunate part, the Bears lost. Oh, the Bears, they're killing me. Oh my gosh, it is brutal this season. And then we lose Herbert, and oh my god, it's crazy. And then I lost in fantasy. I mean, these are things, man. But anyways, it's didn't expect it. Thinking Disney's Day was, Disney Plus Day is November 12th. I'm like, that's when we're gonna get our trailer. And Monday, I love it. I absolutely love the way that this is not even promoted. They just dropped the trailer. And to me, that's the best kind of surprise. In this day and age of marketing, you're like, they get out the tweets or the Instagrams and be like, okay, this is trailer dropping this day. And it kind of, builds this, it becomes this whole event. And unfortunately, a lot of times in the movie industry, it is, sometimes they tell the whole plot in the trailer. So at this time I was like, okay, let's just, I mean, I'm all for the trailers. I'm not a Puritan. I like getting at least a little scoop. I just don't want to be told the whole story. Um, in our last two kind of trailer reviews for if we're just looking kind of like at Mandalorian and stuff like that, uh, they barely showed us anything on both seasons. And so I'm thoroughly convinced looking at this trailer, we are only seeing like maybe one or two episodes at most. But before we get in all the details, I mean, I think we gotta like fire this thing up and see what's going on here, don't we? I mean, this is like important stuff. So let's do that. Let's make this happen right now. All right, here we go. We're gonna get right into it.
I am not a bounty hunter. I
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
She meant Rancor.
Please, speak freely.
Man, was it a minute 48, minute 49 there? Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh man, so there you have it. It's it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Um, I mean, I think we're just gonna have to go frame by frame here, maybe. I don't know. Um, and talk about these things. Uh, yeah, let me pull this up. Okay. So let's just do this. I think it's fun. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. So okay. I said this on WSR Media. They had me at Burmar Monk, okay? So, like you have the ability, with any kind of trailer, anything, you have the ability to just like I am just going to start off with a shot of Boba Fett or set the scene or something. And so there's a lot of options, obviously, the infinity of options to cut a trailer and slice a trailer and all that kind of stuff. But when, you're trying to set a tone and you're trying to make it like this thing and the music is tight and you're like, okay, they got this Boba Fett theme down and okay, so we're gonna just kind of tell the story, but they lead with this deep cut of Bamor Monk. Okay, so go back, flashback to Return of the Jedi, 1983. We as Luke, as R2 and C-3PO are introduced into Jabba's palace. There is a spider creature that walks behind C-3PO as R2's in the lead, C-3PO's trailing. He's like, don't leave me behind, and C-3PO. And that's a Bamor Monk. And so we never really got a good shot of a Bamor Monk in Return of the Jedi. Obviously, we got the action figure. It's like, let's see if I can do my, like right there in the back. You had to do Bamor Monk never was sold in stores, but it was a mail away thing for the Power Force of 2. Of course, I have to have it. And basically, they are monks and their spiritual enlightenment, they hack off the brains, put it in a jar, and you're in this robotic spider. It's so Star Wars. It's so cool. And they lead with this, and they live in Jabba's palace for whatever reason, and they like to do it, and they feel like they are enlightened. So it's really worth a Wikipedia review or any of the Star Wars books that kind of go into like character analysis and creatures and stuff like that. Bormor Monk. It's a chef's kiss. I believe it's also like a BT16 or VT16. Um, there was a little, I think it's in Rogue One that they kind of mention it, and it's like, are they talking about the Bormor Monk? I don't know. But anyways, okay, so we have that scene, which is great, and it does a little tick 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 to right across Jabba's palace. We're like, okay. And Boba Fett says, I'm not a bounty hunter. Okay. So is this like a new kind of, uh, like what is he talking about? I don't know. I'm not really sure. We get a really cool shot of his belt buckle. He's got some ammo, and there's like, okay, is this a pit droid? What is this? There's a droid that is handing Boba Fett his helmet. It's fantastic. I don't know. That's at the 10-second mark. We're already 10 seconds in. We got Bormor Monk and we got a droid handing Boba Fett his helmet. Like, okay, love it. We get, and the paint job looks really good. It's more, it's definitely got some weathering. It doesn't have that Home Depot look from season 2. And then we got put the helmet on. Oh, okay. So here's something really interesting about this scene. This is at the 14-second mark. All right, we're only 14 seconds in. There's definitely something in the background. Is that a medical bay? Is that a Bacta tank? If you kind of look at Boba Fett, Jango Fett, Morrison, I think that's it. He's definitely a little cleaned up on the scars. He's still got the scars, but they almost have like, I don't know if he's, got the Kylo Ren bots or they weren't really invented yet. So maybe not, but there's definitely some kind of med bay back there. Little something's going on there. Maybe a 3D printer. I don't know. We'll see. So we go, puts on the helmet. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It says Alien 1. I heard otherwise. Okay. See, close up. Very cool. Lucasfilm logo. Gotcha. Okay. There is the shot of like a little tower thing in the crater. There's a couple shots of here that it's definitely a city. I'm assuming we're still on Tatooine, but this is a new city maybe. We have Fennec Shand and Boba. Oof, look at that backpack. He's got a bunch of bullets on the back. Very cool. Very awesome. So we got this nice little walk up. Baskets. Like, if you need a basket, they got them here. So we got Fennec, and it's Fennec kind of walking up. I know that you sit on the throne. And then, ooh, this shot. This is at the 29th second mark. We got a Thorian on a throne. Now, a different throne. Kind of looks like a Jedi temple kind of chair or whatever. But, and we got a tweet. Here's the interesting, too. The Twi'lek thing. We got a Twi'lek with, like, short likus, which is interesting. Yeah, I just find that interesting. I love how there's like different variations of that. But we got a Thorian, and Thorian's definitely got one of those voice encoder things that we've seen in like Bad Batch with the two the two people, and I'm forgetting her name, but a weapon stealer girl, and they had the Weequay and the Thorian, and they're fighting all the time. He had a voice thing. He's got a voice translator on. Bro, got hands, feet. I mean, the whole thing. Nice robe, looks cool. All right, so. And then now there's a little voiceover about your former employee with, okay, bro, gals, everybody, the any kind of species. Um, this is wow. This is so wow. This is I'm assuming I got the Jedha vibe like right away. I got Jedha vibes from the city shot. Um, but it's definitely a crater, and it kind of reminds me of like the pass through when they're doing the pod racing, but it's so hard to tell. I don't know. There's definitely, you could see above the crater there is more city, and then in this crater there's like the city, and then there's some kind of like tall tower in the middle. Obviously a place of importance, but you can see on the side and the back there's some kind of elevator system to get to the other levels. Um, I'm just thinking this is, luckily Tatooine is dry because this would be a flood problem, but um, yeah, it's really cool. These kind of city shots, these landscape shots are amazing. This looks fantastic, but it's hard not to get the Jedha vibe from this, but I'm pretty sure this is Tatooine, but a different city. And we love our round rooftops. There's just a ton of round rooftops. So we get to kind of pull back just a second on that. Um, there's a great little like sun flare going here at the 33-second shot, and there's some kind of ship. It's not the Slave One, but ain't no Razor Crest either. But you know what I'm saying? It's some kind of ship. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Okay. Ugh. We get a nice shot of the throne that Bib Fortuna sat in, but now it's Boba, and we got two Rancor heads right in the side. I mean, it's so freaking good. And then we got like the little fire pit in the back. It's great. Okay, and then a little bit thrown. It gets a little cleaned up. Obviously, I think this is Jabba. So Boba Fett says Jabba ruled with fear. And okay, we get this cool shot of. Now I don't know where this is, but it's definitely some kind of guard. He's got some cool. Same guard, same kind of format, leather kind of thing. Fennec, our first, I think this is our first shot of a shirtless Gamorrean. People, friends, family, countrymen. We thought we had it good with, I was beyond stoked with our, how can I put it? Our Wrestling Federation season 2 trailer. I mean, we had like, I was thinking, Terrascasi, but we had some skinny Gamorreans, fighting with vibroblades and stuff like that. We got shirtless Gamorreans. Ugh, it's fantastic. Fennec with a cool gun. She's amazing. Close up Boba, great, fantastic. Boba taking off his helmet. A little hot. You can also see a Gamorrean back there. Now, if this is like his muscle, I'm all in on this, man. This is just great. We got another cool shot, kind of Fennec coming up behind. But, Boba says in this, Jabba ruled with fear. I tend to rule with respect. Kind of cool, but I'm also hoping we get this ruthless kind of Boba that we saw a little bit in season 2. But I kind of understand that. I mean, really what you're saying to us is this is like Godfather in space, and that's Okay. So we get the nice little side glare from Fennec. I mean, we're saying streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. Okay, we got that. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Nice little title thing. Okay. So this kind of fades out, and I said there are like, so we get like this little outpost, um, and there's definitely a person or two people walking towards that massive door of Jabba's palace. Just wondering who that is. Um, uh, you were all once captains, and then we get lunch. Yeah, we got lunch. We're eating. We don't get enough eating in Star Wars. We don't. And so we got a little dinner thing. We got Trashendans with capes on. The one dude looks like kind of Count Dooku. We got some muscle. Clatonians. They're kind of like the dog-looking people. And even the two Trashendans are totally different looking. But yeah, we got the Clatonians, or the dog people kind of looking people. They're featured in Return of the Jedi, and we also saw them as the Raiders in that fish one in Mandalorian. So he's like, hey man, we can kind of do our thing. We got I'm here for a proposal. Oh, the shot at 55 seconds. Got Boba like at the head of the table. And then we got two shirtless Gamorreans in the back. Oh man, it's so good. Oh man, I just love this. Kind of got let's also kind of have like that Temple of Doom kind of dinner thing or whatever. Again, he's saying I'm making a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Uh Then we get at the 57-second mark, we got Aqualish. Now, if you look at this shot, they are having dinner like right in front of the Sarlacc pit. Those are the stairs that come down, and we get the two Aqualish here that are looking, at Boba. It, they just set up the dinner table, man. We just watched like Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and they have Snoops like set up the table, ping pong table in the yard. I mean, I think Bob was like, hey, we got a lot of space here in the palace, but let's just eat right here and sleep here and do our business here. And yeah, there might be a Rancor still underneath there or something. I don't know. It's just great. Mutual beneficial. Okay, there's a there is a shot of Boba, Fennec, and some curtains. I I think this is on top of the palace, on top of Jabba's palace. There's like on a balcony, they're kind of looking out, um, and it's like way at the top. I just have a feeling this is at Jabba's palace. Nice little shot at like sun. Maybe they were watching the sunset. Um, every galaxy, it says in the little thing. Boba Fett, we speak of conflict. Okay. You know, I'm on the fence on this one. Obviously Boba Fett coming back, huge, and Mando. Are we actually, are we going to see, one of the things that with Solo, you have this thing where you build this thing, like this parsec run, the Kessa run, and you made it under 12 parsecs and all that kind of stuff. It's so much built up in your head, like when it's seen on screen, even though it's cool, it just never compares. This could be possibility of like the Tusken Raiders like rescuing him, or maybe this is just a run in with Tusken Raiders. But we have to see how he got the I call it the graffiti stick. It's not the. It's like grad their feeties. I don't know. It's a gaffy stick. It's he came in those kind of robes when he's kind of tailing Mando. Is this something where the Sarlacc or the Tusken Raiders, rescue Boba? I'm not sure. Uh, we'll have to wait and see. Just like a cool silhouette shot, a little clearer as it kind of fades. I mean, all these shots are really quick. We got another Fennec with her rifle, and I think she takes out knives or something. We got this cool current thing, blasters up, and there's two other people behind them. I don't know if we can see. Um, oh, it's the two Gamorrean guards. Dude, I love it. He's and again, Boba Fett saying, "Hey, we can work together, and we can make us all rich. We work together." Yeah, it's the two Gamorreans. Oh, thank the maker. Okay, we got this really cool shot of two Twi'leks. Again, they're Lekos are different different lengths. So in the one with the Thorian, it was kind of shorter, and we saw that with in Mando with the brother sister. Just give me my names. Yeah. This main girl is from Flashdance, which is like ridiculously crazy. I that's awesome that she's in this I'm gonna look up her name right now because uh I can't think of her name right now. Oh, Jennifer Beals. Yeah, so Jennifer Beals, she kind of revealed that yeah, she's in it, and she's kind of this main Twi'lek. I don't think they would just give her a cameo role. I think maybe she also has a crime organization or something like that. Um, we got another kind of Cobb Vanth scarf over here, and dude, if you look really closely, it's Cabe, the little guy from they could see through his mask in A New Hope. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. Somebody walks in front of the camera. How rude. Then we get, has an underworld, blah, blah, blah. Nice little shot of our slave one. Can't get over that sound. Back to the dinner table. What prevents us from killing you? We get a close up of the Klatooinian with a nice kind of like fabricy cowl with the high collar. He's got the collar popping. Show some teeth. Okay. Get this kind of cool look. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's romantic, but there's definitely some little like, hey, or like we got the Rancor underneath the table or something. I'm not sure. Or they poison their drinks. Whatever that is. It's just so cool. Take a little sip. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a real quick shot, but we have this like Mandalorian helmet with change coming out of it. I also, I'm not, I haven't been living under a bunker. I mean, this is like, there, definitely Republic credits in there. It's got the rebellion symbol on the coin. Uh, is this kind of like an homage to Django, or does this like trigger Boba when he sees the helmet kind of fly off? But it's his helmet, so I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Then we get these guards with these kind of riot shields and some kind of force pike, like a little pike thing. Um, I don't know, muscles. They kind of look like ninjas. Ooh, there's a Jawa. I just saw Jawa. I repeat, that's at the 117 mark. If you're following on the podcast here. Then we got a cool little shot, another ninja shot. Very simple, kind of armored breastplate, but then all of it looks like leather and fabric, and then some gauntlets with the riot shields. We got Fennec and Boba surrounded. Um, it doesn't look good for our things. Okay. Boba mad. Boba gonna get nothing stopping Boba, which I just love. Tamara Morrison, like, they got this kind of cool shot with the force pike with the vibro blade. Now, it definitely, looking at the landscape with the crater and stuff like that, this is that big city shot. And so we've seen a couple of these city shots. This is the basket city, I'm going to call them. We got some wrestling here. Wrestling. Boba is doing a choke slam on this dude. Oh, man. Anytime I see wrestling, I'm good. And then he throws him down like a boss. He's like, oh, and then we get this real, at 121 mark, Boba angry, man. You don't want to mess with Boba. I just love it. He kind of gets this overhead shot, and I don't think this guy's going to make it. Sorry. Black screen, black screen, black screen. We get the other shot of him on throne. Does not Boba Fett look really good on that throne? Oh, man. He looks like a boss. So Fennec says, if you have spoken such insolence to Jabba, she's using big words here. Another shot. I'm trying to do this like really slow. He'd have fed you to his menagerie. I might have to look that up. I am not that smart, and I just say, oh, he means like she means like the monster. Another Aqualish shot with the two guys kind of wearing Jedi stuff, it's kind of Tatooine, I guess. High collar dude, dog dude. Yep. He's like, okay, what's going on here? And then Boba Fett's please. Another shot of Boba close on the throne. Kind of sits back down. Speak freely, he says. I think part of it is like, we don't want to have Boba be soft, but I don't think he is. And then a little music. And then the Book of Boba Fett pulls up. Oh, man. Yeah, I just love the look. It's got the weathering of Boba Fett's armor. Kind of goes nice and close. Original series, streaming December 29th. And then you get kind of the fade to black or whatever like that, Oh my gosh, that was too much fun. It's so good. It's just so much fun to kind of break down that stuff. There's probably a lot more that I've missed, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. I just love watching this stuff, and I'm hoping that I hope we just don't, this is it. We're so close. But you never know with the Disney Plus Day coming up, maybe we'll get a full trailer. I'm not sure. It's very hard to tell, but, yeah, it's just, you never know what's going to happen. So there you have it. That is the Book of Boba Fett trailer. I've always been a fan of Boba Fett. Part of it is that mystery, and that he's this kind of mass character. And he was just my guy, growing up, in the sandbox, my own Tatooine thing. And now, yeah, if you just told me, like, when I was little, it's like, okay, Boba Fett died, but don't worry, when you're 40 something years old, there's going to be a show that's going to have Boba Fett as the main character. And I'd be like, you're crazy. Just put me in carbonite right now. But, yeah, it's cool. I just, part of it is like, I wouldn't say it was ruined, even with Attack of the Clones, but, you know, that mystery's kind of gone. It's like, okay, he's a clone and stuff like that. But I just don't want, you know, like, really what it is like, I just don't want it to jump the shark, you know? Like, I don't think it is. Like I said, they start off with a Bemor monk. I'm, like, really, really in safe hands here. It's fine. It's going to be fine. But yeah, there you have it. Episode 78, the Book of Boba Fett trailer breakdown, man. Oh, so good, so good. Hey, we're on the socials. You can check us out at Big T Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter, and then on Twitch, twitch.tv/Big T Little T. Hey, we got stickers. We want to hear from you. Literally, tell us what you thought of the Book of Boba Fett trailer. Comment, rate us on Apple Podcast, email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. We will read that in an upcoming episode. We're trying to work this schedule out. There's a lot going on with school and stuff with Trent, so we're just trying to manage through that. But Trent really dug the trailer as well. We're going to get him on soon. It's just scheduling, school, all this kind of stuff. We're just really trying to focus on that right now. But anyways, he loves it too. We can't wait for this season to happen. I just wish it was before Christmas, but it will be a great New Year's gift, right? And then 2022, we got the Book of Boba. We got Obi-Wan. We got Andor. We got Bad Batch Season 2, and then Mandalorian Season 3. And throw in a little Lego Star Wars complete galaxy, yada, yada, yada. Say what you will about the Disney purchase and all that stuff, and whatever you want to say about the sequels, get it, understand it. I'm not really happy with all of it either. But this Disney Plus stuff is just out of bounds. It's crazy. And we're going to get it a good, probably because of COVID and all this stuff, we got a little behind the ball, but like this 2022 is going to be out of this world. So there you go. Next week we'll jump right back into season 2 of Resistance. We got to finish that up. Yeah. So truly wonderful. The mind of the child is, and may the force be with you always. Bye. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.